Hello, wonderful traders. Dadas here from the Dadas Trading Room on Discord and Dadas Trading System at Dadas Trading System Workshop on Patreon.com. So, as we can see right here, this is the annual candles plotted on the monthly um, chart. And we can see here today the market has made 1,458 pips, a little bit over. Now that is an absolute record, I think. Well, we can see that right here. I mean, there hasn't been, at least in the history that we have right here, there hasn't been any year where something like that, a move of this magnitude would have taken place. Now, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna stop, at least not yet. We can, theoretically, we can say that right here is some kind of a support level, like about how much? About 600, 700 pips from that place. But where is it gonna stop? When is it gonna turn around? We don't know at this moment. Anyways, what happened today? Well, first of all, I took a few trades today. I took those trades on a quieter market because basically, well, during the American session, the market, and even a little bit before the American session, the market became very volatile, very fast. So fast that I couldn't get in anywhere. Even if I wanted to get in somewhere, it was practically impossible because the price was moving so quickly. It simply made the whole move in one moment, and I simply couldn't get any opportunity to jump in. However, the market was a bit slower and a bit over twice as slower during the right here during the European session. It was like about 60 pips instead of 150 or 130. It ended up at about 100 pips volatility, so ATR on the M15. But right here it was slower, like 60, and it gave me a couple of opportunities. No, not here, up there. And it gave me two opportunities to get in. One opportunity was right there. Well, perhaps it was a little bit late in the trend, right? But nevertheless, I saw a situation on the Renko chart. That's the situation right here. So basically, when the market was trending upwards, I decided to measure it out, and then I got in here. Maybe I didn't get in perfectly correct because I was simply I saw this movement up, and I thought, well, either I'm going to be too late or the market is going to retrace and I'm going to get in. That's where I got in. I don't know if I had if I would have been able to get in right there because it was the market was, well, it was pretty quick here too. Nevertheless, it made a movement up right there. The conditions weren't appropriate for the trailing stop, so basically it moved back and then it pulled up, and there were the conditions for the trailing stop, and I got taken out on the trailing stop, and that was it. There was one trade, and the other trade was even better because the other trade was actually uh, on a very good level. So in other words, we had a comeback to the bullish trend on the level of support, right? So after the retrace of the price, I jumped in. Now we can see it. We can see this trade right there. Yeah. So there was the previous candle was a bullish candle. There was a pullback, and the price started going back up. So I jumped in, and very quickly the price went up. So there was a trailing stop right there, but the market didn't go back, and it went all the way up to the virtual trail stop. So the virtual trail stop triggered right there, and basically, I mean the second mechanism didn't work. It should have closed the price on the first opposite candle after this, because the virtual trail stop held up, right? So the market continued, and on the first opposite it should have closed, but it didn't. Means something was wrong in the expert advisor. And then one of my friends also told me that this is happening. So I checked it out. I corrected the mistakes, and well, whatever was there that prevented this from happening. And then my friend checked it out. I said that everything is working now correctly. So yeah, so we got that one fixed. I didn't have any opportunity to check it out, but still, it worked. It's working, and yeah. So this trade was a very good one. And later on, well, yeah, later on, what happened? Well, later on, like I said, the market was too volatile. I stopped trading it, and then I made two more trades right there. Those trades were on minimum lots, and they were not associated with the data trading system. I was simply trying to show something here because one of my friends ordered a video from me about the supply and demand zones. So I sort of showed one situation here where I plotted out a supply zone right there, and then I figured out I would get in short, but after my short entrance, there was a strong movement up. So taking into the consideration that signal of the whole price action, I had to plot a demand zone right there. So that's why I closed the first trade right there manually, because I didn't know whether the market would go continue down, or perhaps the market would respect this demand zone. Well, the market obviously didn't respect the demand zone. Even it broke down this demand zone. It came back up, and then started going back down again. That's why I entered short there, and just closed the short upon, yeah, whatever I thought was enough. Well, even though we can see right there that the market actually went further down, and maybe I did, I trailed my profit to this place right here, so I could have just left it and just waited at least for one opposite candle. Nevertheless, yeah, I just decided to close it because I was satisfied. I mean, 46 pips, come on, 46 pips here, 16 pips here. That's over 60 pips right there. So yeah. Now, anyways, we can see how volatile the market was, because at this moment the market pulled back, and it pulled back up over 470 pips in 20 minutes, right? And then it went back down, and then, I mean, again, we didn't know what would be happening right there. Possibly, yeah, could be going up, but no, in the end of the day, they decided to go down, and they started to go down, 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 and made even more pips right there. So During my career, I don't remember seeing 1,458 pips during one day. I remember 800 pips or something like that, but I actually don't remember 1,458 pips during one day. I don't know. I mean, even if we were talking about this stupid coronavirus, I mean, it's not the end of the world. That it's not like there have been worse crises along the way in previous years. I mean, if somebody remembers AIDS, if somebody remembers, Y2K, if somebody remembers all the other viruses on the way, the swine flu, bird flu, whatever else was there. I mean, almost every year there's something. 2012 it was supposed to be the Mayan calendar. We were supposed to be all gone. Like we've already died so many times, everybody, that that it's ridiculous what's going on right now. I mean, yeah, I understand the precautions. Of course, everything is fine about washing your hands, not traveling around so much. But like there are hotels right now completely empty because people are afraid to come to the hotels and travel. Where they're asking stupid questions like, can can the coronavirus survive in a swimming pool? Wow, man! Oh, that's crazy! Absolutely crazy. Uh, Anyways, that's it for today. I can't say anything more about today. That's all we have to say. I mean, like I said, the market today was most of the time it was too fast, too volatile. We see we see streaks of bars, Renko bars without any wicks. Those are like moves. Those are movements that are happening in a blink of an eye, and that's like yeah, 12 pips or more, which is basically, I mean, for us and for my method, it's a perfect amount, like yeah. But to get in on such a move right there, it's impossible because this is practically one strike and I can't get in. And everywhere we see that. The only thing would be to make the Renko bars bigger, and then perhaps set the system for bigger Renko bars. I'll see tomorrow. I'll see what's gonna be happening tomorrow. Maybe I'll think about it, especially that it's pretty easy thing to do. I just need to change the Renko bar height right there in this little box in the lower left corner, and yeah, and I'm gonna get different parameters. Okay, anyways, if you already haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like the the thumbs up. If you don't like my video and you decide to hate it, then remember to click the thumbs down twice, in order to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Okay, anyways, please join my Discord server. Basically, joining my Discord server is free. I'm basically streaming every day. Small technical problems all the way always happen. But yeah, I'm streaming, so you could have seen those trades live. And yeah, please become my patron on patreon.com trading system workshop. If you become my patron, you will be a VIP person right here. With a VIP role, you will have access to my data trading system channel right here, where you will find other videos, much longer videos, even 4 hours and longer. You will be able to order videos on demand. In other words, if you want, one person has just asked for me to cover the topic of supply and demand zones for better understanding, and I will do that probably on Sunday, because on Saturday I will have to do the weekly recap. And of course, you will get many more benefits. Okay, thanks for today. See you tomorrow, and have a good one.